DevOps is a cultural and behavioral shift to remove silos and improve software delivery. In this lesson, we'll talk about the problem DevOps is trying to fix. In a traditional software delivery organization, developers and system administrators sit in their own teams. The developers work long and hard on an application and then pass it over to the system administrators for deploying into a server. The fundamental problem is that developers don't know anything about the server their application runs on, and the system administrators don't know anything about the application they are running on their server. Neither the application nor the server can be optimized to work better with each other because the teams don't talk to each other. The reality is that these teams work towards different objectives. The development team's very nature is to implement change and create new things. The operations team, on the other hand, is trying to keep things stable and running as they are. Their nature is to avoid change, if possible, because of the uncertainty it brings. Because of the siloed knowledge, it is necessary to involve both teams in the deployment process. The developers will create and package an application and deliver it to the operations team, who will install it on a server. This requires a level of planning and knowledge transfer, making deployments a rare, big and scary event. When the development team builds a new application feature, they have no idea whether it will work on the server until they test it there, which again requires a deployment by the operations team, which takes time. This makes the feedback loop very long. It can take days or even weeks before a development team can verify whether their application potentially works when deployed on a server. Now, someone had a brilliant idea. Let's create a DevOps engineer team that knows about applications and servers to bridge the gap between development and operations. This DevOps team can build automation and own delivery pipelines to make sure code reaches production. This sounds good until you realize that this does not fix the original problem. The developers still don't know anything about the server, and the operations team still doesn't know anything about the application. Instead, the knowledge is now concentrated in a new third silo, the DevOps engineer team. Now, this team becomes a link in the chain, and because the team is an external team from both viewpoints, it suffers from reactive workflows as any other external team. Instead of building a bridge between dev and ops, the DevOps engineers ended up in an island of their own. In the following lessons, I will teach you a better model of fixing the DevOps problem.